What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another week of Family Chats, where sports brings the family together. This is our 11th episode. My name is Freddie Rivera. I'm the dad and the uncle here in the house today. Got my boy Giovanni Rivera here to the left. Say what's up.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, SoundCloud? What's up, Facebook? What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again. 11 episodes. We're almost at 3 months. It's crazy.
We're rocking and rolling, so we appreciate all the love and support. Everyone on Facebook, share this video. Please just keep sharing the love. And as you know, you're part of the family, so it's a very interactive show with everyone out there. Got my boy, my nephew Angel Garcet here. What's up, Angel?
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again. Got a lot to talk about, so let's get right to it.
Yeah.
We're going to have another quick epi. This one's going to be a
Quickie.
quicker epi.
Quicker epi.
Quicker epi. A QE. This is a QE.
We got some stuff to do, so we need to make this a quick epi.
Quick episode, and
So, I mean,
a lot going on.
let's get right into it. It's March. We have the basketball games going on, March Madness, and that's exactly what it has been. It's madness.
Madness.
I mean, if you join the bracket challenge, you know who's in first place, and it's not us two, but it is one of the Family Chats members.
Here we go.
Through Sunday. We don't know how long that's going to last, but
As of right now, Angel Garcet is in the lead.
pretty
number
good.
one. So the only thing not going good for him is he had UVA, Virginia winning it all. So besides that, he's still in first place. So now he's rooting for some of these other big teams to lose so he can stay on top as we get closer to the Final Four. But what do you think, King? You did a good job so far.
Kind of disappointed in my Virginia Cavaliers, man.
Garbage, man.
How upsetting was that?
Because I picked them too, so it was like,
I
you're
think
just watching the score. Like, you don't even have to watch the game. They're like up by 20 points. You're like,
yeah,
really?
I think after the first day of the tournament, they played the second day of the round of 64, and there was only 6,000 brackets, I'm sure, that were still perfect after the first day, and Virginia made that 0 at the end of the day. So they ruined everybody's bracket. 0 perfect brackets, but they weren't the only ones getting upset. But they were the first team. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. That number one team has never lost before until
we brought up the stats.
we brought up the stats. It's usually the 5-6, that 5-6 seed, 4 seed, maybe sometimes. But now Virginia has made history. Probably one of the worst histories you could probably think of.
This is one of the most biggest upsets in sports history. When you think of big upsets like Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson, just crazy, crazy upsets that you thought never in the wildest imagination would happen. This was not just a number 16 beating a number 1. This was the last ranked team in the tournament beating the best team in the tournament. And not just beating them, but whooping them by 20. You would think that if that would ever going to happen, that it would be a closer game and it would be a buzzer beater or something like that. But to win like this says a lot about what college basketball is going, right? Just how these teams from outside these, smaller conferences are starting to now, one, not be intimidated playing these teams. They're actually excited to play them. And two, have enough talent to compete with these teams as they obviously, as it's happened from year to year, you're finding more and more upsets. So congratulations to, what's the name of that team?
University of Maryland, Baltimore
County.
Oh, wow.
And,
So, yeah.
I mean, they have where does that put them going forward? How do you see them playing against
They play Kansas State.
Kansas State, so
They have a shot. I mean, obviously
beating the
the
number one team, so you're like,
yeah, should have a lot of confidence. But it's just I think that they've gotten so much exposure the last 24 to 48 hours that I think they have lost a little bit of maybe focus. Right, it's almost like that was their championship. I don't see them winning, another game, but it's not impossible. Obviously, they beat Virginia. I just think that so much attention has been given, so much celebrating, so much patting the back that I think, no matter what happens, they leave going home being a story that, you know, people can never take that away from them.
I think for them, they were just happy to even be there because they were ranked 220th in Division I basketball in scoring. They were ranked like 180th overall as like just a team in general, and they still made it to the March Madness tournament. And
crazy.
now they beat the number 1 team in the country who lost 2 games all year, and now we're looking at them in the round of 32 against Kansas State. So
They have a chance.
They
If
do.
they can beat the number 1 team, I'm sure they can beat Kansas State.
number 1 teams are now 135 and
They're-
1, and that's thanks to Virginia. Virginia will go down as the worst number 1 team ever.
Yeah.
The worst number 1
Worst
team
number
ever.
1 team, yeah.
I mean, they were ranked number 1 almost all
All
year.
year.
in
They were the
college
best team. They're the
basketball
best team in
ratings.
college
Yeah,
basketball.
best defensive team. They just play very well all year. To have this one game is heartbreaking for that organization. They thought this would be the
Makes
year.
you want to say, like, defense does not win championships.
Okay, since I picked Virginia. Giovanni also picked Virginia.
We have
To
another
win.
person who picks
Um,
someone to win that lost.
Yeah, I didn't have Virginia winning at all. I had Arizona, so I was already Arizona lost
You were
before
already out.
Virginia in the same bracket. So yeah, I thought Arizona would win. They obviously got upset too, and so when I look at everyone else's brackets, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 picking Virginia, and 2 having Arizona. So that's still a lot of people alive with Villanova, Kansas, Duke, Michigan State. North Carolina, somebody has. So those are the teams that.
I mean,
people
if you
still
look
have
at the
to win.
potential points that you're going to have, Angel's not going to go very far. He's not going to win. Because, I mean, you look at Chad. Chad can get up to 1,300 points. Well, Angel's possibility is 780 because of the championship
Because of the
being out.
championship, yeah.
So, I mean, you're in first place now, but enjoy that while it lasts.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
both
gotta
at
hope
7, 8.
gotta hope
Worry about
Chad's picks go terribly bad.
Yeah.
You're actually hoping, like, you see, what you need to hope for is some of these other big teams that now start bowing out. You know, the Villanovas, the Kansas, the Dukes, everyone else's picks. And that's the only way to get back in the bracket. But it's been fun. This is what it's about. It's March Madness. People always say it's fun, but then, it obviously makes you mad because it messes up your brackets. And then, obviously, you want the best teams to be able to make it to the Final 16, Final 8. You don't want a UMBC in the Final 16. I don't think anybody does. They like watching the Cinderella, but in reality,
When your
that's
bracket
what
is
they
trash
do.
like mine, you want to see all the upsets. So everybody else's brackets are trashed.
All right, so now we're starting to get teams into the Sweet 16.
Oh wait, but I will say this: I was the only person here to pick Loyola
Loyola.
twice. I picked them to win 2 games.
That was
I
pretty
did.
good.
I did pick them to win the first game over Miami, and that did happen on a buzzer beater. So I was pretty happy about that.
Yeah. And let's see. Let's take Gerald Bragg says MSU potentially going to get upset by the Qs. Yeah, that's going on now. Obviously, we don't have that on. We actually have the TV on Tiger Woods and golf. So just so
What is
y'all
it?
know, Tiger Woods is 1 shot back in Orlando. Just missed a birdie putt to tie his last one. I think he's going to 14th or 15th hole.
And
now.
I did see Tiger Woods yesterday, so
Yeah,
Pretty-
got a chance to go.
pretty crazy.
Pretty fun getting out there and experience a golf tournament.
So these are the teams right now that are in the Sweet 16 bid. We got Kentucky, Loyola Chicago, Gonzaga, Michigan, Villanova, Texas Tech, Purdue, Kansas, and Duke.
So who do we have?
So
Who do you think is the best
Team left.
team?
if you had to choose right
If
now,
I were
who
to
do you
choose,
think?
I would
if
probably
I
Because all of
said-
our teams are out.
what
I
do you
would
think?
I would choose Duke.
You would choose Duke. I like Duke, but I
Or
was going to say
Purdue.
Villanova.
I would
Yeah.
choose Duke or Purdue, but Purdue almost lost today. So
Yeah. Who do you
Duke or
guys like
Nova?
still in the tournament? If you don't have the final, if you had Virginia or whoever you have, who you think is the best team in the tournament that is going to win now?
Because you still got number 1 Xavier who hasn't played yet, and they play Florida State later tonight. You got North Carolina still in. They're playing Texas A&M at 5:15, so the game should be on pretty soon. And then Auburn, who's a number 4 team, playing Clemson, number 5 seed.
nope.
Yeah, I don't see any of that.
So you said who? Duke? Duke winning it all now? Is Duke winning it all now?
Yes. If
All
I had
right,
to pick
who-
right now, I'm gonna say Duke is gonna win it all.
I like Villanova, and sorry for the pauses. We just watched Tiger hit a drive into somebody's shrubs
Yeah.
backyard. Like, couldn't have a worse, drive at a critical moment. So yeah, made us pause as we watched it.
Let's not forget North Carolina was the national champions last year, and they are still in.
They're still in.
So
I'll
Was
tell
it
you
North
what,
Carolina or was it Villanova last year?
Villanova won it.
No, I think North Carolina won last year. Villanova was the year before.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright,
I think
we'll check that.
North Carolina was last year. Villanova was the year before.
I'm gonna go to
almost
my,
positive. So
I'm gonna
I
ask-
want to look that up.
I'm gonna ask my people in the back
That's
to look
here,
that
I
up.
have
Can
it.
y'all look that up for us?
No.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, we're getting the people in the back to look that up right now. They're a little slow.
Producers are looking it up.
Producers are looking it up right now.
and, yeah, but I wanna say it's Villanova that won. North Carolina probably won the year before
I
that.
think you got it flipped.
I don't think so. But I'm almost positive. Let's
don't know,
let's
though.
look.
Let's see, they're, bringing it to us, let's see, history of college basketball championship.
Oh,
North Carolina.
North
That's what I thought. North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Villanova the year before.
Maybe
Villanova was the
Gonzaga.
year before, and North Carolina's
North
been in the final two, yeah, they lost to
3
Villanova
years
the
in a
year
row.
before that. But that goes
That's
to
why
show
I got
you,
confused.
They're
but that
still
goes
in
to
it.
show you the
Right.
coaches that are still in it. Roy Williams, right, Jay Wright of Villanova, these are experienced guys, Mike Krzyzewski, these guys are still in it. You got the Michigan State coach who's, Tom Izzo, who's very good in these tournaments.
They're still
You
in it.
know, used to have so I was saying Jim Boeheim, right from Syracuse, and Izzo, those are some of the best coaches when it comes to tournament time. They're, one of them is gonna be knocked out today. So, yeah, man, that's why those teams get picked a lot, because they just know how to win.
Yeah, I like Villanova. I do like Villanova.
I like Villanova, but
They're
I don't know.
playing
Duke
good.
has convinced me that they're playing good enough. Like, they haven't had a close game yet, so
Very true. Very
it's
true.
making me confident in them that they're ready to win a championship.
Even Kentucky blew out the Buffalo the other day.
Kentucky did. And
They did blow them out. And they've been playing
That's
good.
true. You got
And they
John
got height on their
Calipari in
team.
Kentucky, who, John got one, I believe he won in 2012,
you believe?
about 5 years ago.
You believe that off the top of your
Let's
head?
see.
All right.
Off the top of your head, right on the
2000,
computer.
let's see. Yep, statistician saying correct. Thanks for updating. I think, yeah, but they, Calipari won one, and so he's always got top 5 recruits, and his biggest issue is getting those teams to gel before postseason. If he gets those teams to gel right before postseason, they got the talent. Just a matter of them playing well together when the tournament comes. So no surprise that they're winning.
I mean, yeah, so nothing much to talk about in the NCAA. I mean, it's all fun. I want to see as many upsets as possible from here on out, just so everybody's bracket can be like mine, trash. But yeah, I think we can hop right into the NBA.
Let's NBA. What's up with
Oh,
LeBron's world, guys?
It's been pretty trash. He's been playing great.
He has.
Of course he has. He always plays great.
He's been playing great. The team, not so great.
He was crying about not having great players on his team this week.
He said that he hasn't played with an all-star in a while. So, I mean, he meant like all the years he's been playing, these last couple of years, he's had an all-star with him. So playing without one for a long period of time has been different for him since
Kevin
Love.
Love.
Oh,
went
since
out.
Kevin Love went out. Yeah.
So basically, he's saying he's having to
Well, since Isaiah Thomas got traded.
not an all-star. Garbage trash.
Isaiah Thomas been playing pretty well with the Lakers.
Yeah, for like a
And he
for
played
And the
well.
Lakers beat the Cavs.
And when they beat the Cavs, he played pretty well.
for like a 6 seed. For
That's so embarrassing. How do you lose to the dang Lakers?
The Lakers actually been playing well, man. They got some talent. Randall's been going off with the Lakers lately. If you watch a few of their games,
That's why LeBron's going there.
of
He's
course.
not going there.
He's going to the Lakers.
Every time they lose, it makes it there's a bigger and bigger chance that LeBron's leaving Cleveland again, and he might make a show of it again.
The boys
Might let
went
everybody know I'm going to take my talents
to Los
to the
Angeles.
Los Angeles Lakers.
That'd be the worst decision he's ever made. Because he'd be right back with Isaiah Thomas, or is he a free agent after this year?
I don't know.
They would do something to get rid of
Yeah,
Isaiah Thomas.
they
If it
would-
meant they could get LeBron.
That's exactly what would happen.
See, that wouldn't work out. That wouldn't work. But we see the Cavs still, and we saw LeBron and Tyronn Lue arguing on the bench the other day. So
Yeah,
is it Tyronn Lue or is it LeBron?
I thought Tyronn Lue should have been, fined by the organization for arguing with the coach. That's all I'm saying.
Tyronn Lue should have stepped back.
He
Let
should've.
LeBron.
But you
do
did
what
see,
he wants.
Tyronn Lue kind of like get into like a little ball. I think he was a little nervous.
I like Tyronn Lue and stepping up. I think LeBron James was out of bounds. That's what ends up happening when you got these big superstars. If the superstar isn't respecting the coach, nobody else is either, and that's a problem. And that's always been a problem in the organization because, LeBron's a star. He can, if he wants, Lue to be there, he can be there. If he wants Lue to be gone, Lue will be gone. And it's unfortunate that the power is now in the players' hands. But that's the way it is. And, so LeBron was out of bounds. And
Listen, Lue got his one little championship, but it's time for him to get up out of Cleveland. I've been saying it since the All-Star break that before the All-Star break that Tyronn Lue had to be gone.
yeah.
I mean, to have the kind of team that he has and for them to not produce the way they have been non-producing, it's crazy for that coach to still be there.
What do you
And-
think the problem is? What do you think he has to do?
Tyronn Lue or LeBron?
Tyronn Lue with the team. What is he doing with the team that he needs to change?
Well,
I think he
their
needs
defense
to-
is soft, so
Yeah, first off, they stink at defense. But two, you could just tell, like, he's not an aggressive coach. Like, he's just one coach, like a coach is just laid back. He just lets the players play. I mean, he'll write up his plays on the board, but after that, it's like, all right, hopefully LeBron can, try to help us win a game without, everybody else who sucks and is not playing good. So it's not like what we see with San Antonio with Greg Popovich. He gets in his players' butts if they're not playing good. You know what I mean? And the players don't.
I've never seen Tyronn Lue get in anybody's butt.
Exactly. That's the issue. Like LeBron or nobody's gonna respect you if you're.
He was getting
Just
on
soft.
He was getting on LeBron's butt.
Not barely.
bench.
He was like yelling from
What
the
was
other
he
side of the
saying?
bench.
Well, you never know.
I bet
what he was
LeBron told him
saying.
to shut his mouth. He's not the coach. I'll get out of here.
That's probably what he said.
I'll get
He
you out of here
probably
on
said
Monday.
He probably said the famous LeBron James comeback, "Yo mama." He always says that. Have you ever listened to LeBron James comeback to fans and everything?
What's the same, right? What's the common denominator in all these Cleveland teams over the years?
What are you
Coach or
asking?
LeBron? The problem isn't the coach, is what I'm trying to tell you.
If you're saying the common denominator is LeBron,
Yeah.
That's
So when they're
false.
good, LeBron's there. When they're bad, LeBron's there. So Lue helped them win a championship. So now it's Lue's fault.
did he?
Not
Did he help
really,
him though?
I'm
because
just saying he was the coach.
David
He was
Blatt
the
was the
assistant
coach
coach
before that.
You're right. It wasn't Lue.
So he's always been
it was
there.
Kyrie Irving. So that's what happened. Kyrie Irving's no longer there. So, the team's starting to break down. But LeBron, obviously LeBron wanted the ball more, so Kyrie left.
Listen, when Kevin Love gets back, the Cavs are gonna turn it around.
They're not gonna turn nothing.
They're gonna turn it around. That is a huge player that they're missing on their bench right now.
They're just trash, man.
They don't have
George
Hill.
they
George
were-
Hill is out now with an injury. Tristan Thompson stinks. So get rid of him.
I have been saying that.
Caught the Kardashian curse.
I have been saying that though. That they
So-
should have got a new center.
They should have went after DeAndre
They
Jordan.
should have got a new center. They got everything
So
else.
we
they
got
could-
another bracket buster update. The guys are updating us, telling us that Syracuse has officially upsetted
Well, there
Michigan
goes my
State.
bracket again.
University, and
Because I also
that means
I had Michigan in the Final Four.
two brackets here, as I'm seeing, had
Now
Michigan
busted.
State winning or now busted.
Hey, refresh that. See where I'm at now.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
Aaron,
not
you're right,
first.
bro. The Kardashian curse. The Kardashian curse.
It is a Kardashian.
It is a Kardashian
Every,
curse.
you saw what Lamar Odom too. You gotta stay away from
He's
Chloe.
on drugs now.
You gotta stay
Yeah.
away from Chloe. He's on crack. Guy's on crack.
Oh,
No, Tristan
man.
Thompson is a bum, and he's getting overpaid to stay in Cleveland and trash it up and run the team.
Okay, since Kevin Love isn't here, which player on the Cavs needs to step up and help LeBron the most? That is playing right now.
Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah,
I think he can take it to the next level.
yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think
I think he has superstar potential,
He
but
has
he
that
just
talent.
he just
You're
doesn't-
right.
kind of like a Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
That I feel like he could be the same type of player, but he's just.
he's more of like a defensive kind of guy. Just likes to dunk the ball. But if he could get
But I
if he
feel
could
like-
if he could start shooting the ball,
I feel like if he was more of a, he's just a role player right now. I feel like if he could step it up to the next level, I feel like he has the talent that could help that team. I mean,
We
other
have-
than that,
we have seen the
probably.
Cavs. we have seen the Cavs win more with Larry Nance in the starting lineup, other than Tristan Thompson. So
Other than that, I would say probably J.R. Smith.
And you see glances of Nance. I mean, he had a great game probably like 5-6 games ago where he really stepped up and played well. So it's true. I think it's just a lack of consistency, and he has the talent in the next few years to step up and play much better and take that, be one of those other role players that can score 20 points and obviously get more than 10 rebounds a game.
I mean, when you have hops like that, it's like you just know that guy is an athlete, and I feel like
yeah, you can tell he's an athlete. As long as he gets some type of
Yeah.
shooting game in his in his arsenal, he'll be all right. He could be.
or Jordan Clarkson.
I think you
Jordan
need
Clarkson's
to,
so young right now.
they need to
He's so
focus
much
on
to
getting
do.
a point guard on that team who can run the team.
No, that's the last thing they need.
I'm just listen.
You think they
LeBron is
need
running
another
the team
point
now.
guard?
I don't think
You
they need
think they need another point guard?
I think they need a point guard
No.
like Kyrie Irving
No.
who can run the team, can score and be that secondary scorer that LeBron needs. I think the biggest problem is that because LeBron wants to be the point guard, and you need him to be the big guy to score, but he also wants to be the point guard, which obviously just doesn't work with them.
The last thing that they need is another point guard. The thing that the Cavs need that I think would make them so well rounded is if they had Kevin Love back at power forward. You had LeBron playing the basically the point guard, small forward / position, but you had a point guard in there that didn't need to touch the ball like Jordan Clarkson or George Hill, who plays really good defense.
Yeah.
And then I think they need a better center. That's like the thing that I think that's tearing this team down is that the fact that they never really had a great center who can really go up and get rebounds and score points. I mean,
Yeah.
Tristan Thompson has just been average.
You know what point guard would be great for the Cavs, and he's so undervalued? Damian Lillard. He is so undervalued. He's probably one of the best point guards. He's probably top 5 point guard.
Top
in the league.
3, I would say.
He's
Probably.
averaging
tell you
28 points a game with still like 6-7 assists a game, and he really has like who else does he have on that team on the Trailblazers? McCollum. But I know he's good. He's good, but like
Other than that,
he's the guy. He's the guy that they rely on, and they're like in 3rd place in the West.
listen, I just don't think that another point guard would work. Maybe Damian Lillard because he can take over games, like Kyrie Irving could take over games, but
So name a player right now in the NBA who you think would fit the Cavs perfect for their team. Like right now, you say he could help, he could score, he could do everything.
Kevin Love.
He's coming back. He's coming.
Oh.
Once Kevin Love gets
What
back.
LeBron needs is Michael Jordan.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Why?
serious.
Why would he ever want him on his team?
Because then LeBron could be the point guard and give it to Jordan to be the guy that runs the team.
Jordan would be like Jordan Clarkson.
No,
Trash.
it would be. It would actually. I think they would play well together because then Jordan doesn't need to be the point guard. LeBron can be the point guard, give it to Jordan, and then at the end of the games, Jordan
Jordan is not a point guard anyway. He's a
I
shooting
know.
guard.
That's what I'm saying. You put LeBron as the big point guard.
So it was a
He
shooting-
gives it to Jordan. Jordan can take over games at the end, takes the pressure off of LeBron, and they would win every game. Just saying.
Terrible idea.
They would.
They would win every
Jordan
game.
would win every game.
They
Jordan
win
would
every
hurt
game.
LeBron's feelings somehow.
He would.
Calling him some
He
type
would.
of
It
name.
would be like, step it up.
No, he would say something.
He would be all over him if he did. But they're both hard workers, so I think they would mesh well. They would. Because LeBron isn't a guy, like you said, LeBron likes to dish the ball, Michael likes to score. So I think it would work very well. And just updating those on the tournament, McElroy is about to run away with this tournament. He just made back-to-back birdies on 13 and 14, while Tiger Woods bogeyed. So that's 3 shots that Tiger lost in those, just by bogeying and McElroy making a long birdie putt. So making back-to-back putts, looks like McElroy might be running away with this tournament unless something bad happens. So for all you Tiger fans, over here. Another little upsetting finish for
Nah,
Tiger.
I don't care. He's playing
He's
good.
Playing good, playing good.
As
I
long as
think,
he's
you
in the
know,
top 5. I think
yeah,
it's-
he's getting ready for the majors, so he's confident. He's building up his confidence and looking better and better every week. So,
But since you're such a LeBron hater, what do you think that LeBron needs? What would make the Cavaliers into a well-rounded team that could win?
if you look at the teams that helped when they were winning, right? When they won last, well, let's go when they won the championship. They had Love, they had Kyrie Irving. That's 2 superstars, right? And Kyrie Irving can obviously score on his own whenever he wanted, took the load off of LeBron, and Love would get hot from time to time. Just let Love carry you when he got hot. He obviously needs other guys that can score and step up, and I think it's putting more pressure on LeBron to do too much right now. So he is getting triple doubles, but I think nobody else is stepping up to do anything. I just don't think they have the talent to compete right now. I thought they did in the beginning of the year when they had Love, when they had Isaiah Thomas. I thought once Isaiah Thomas got healthy and got into a rhythm of playing again, he could kind of take that load off of LeBron from time to time, just scoring. I just think they weren't patient enough with him.
I just think with Isaiah Thomas, he was so used to being that number 1 option for the Celtics that when he came to Cleveland, he knew he wasn't going to be that number 1 option, especially being out for so long and then coming back. You think you're really going to get the ball as much as you want to? You probably shouldn't have the ball as much as you want to. And even when Kyrie was there, LeBron knew that Kyrie could just take over the game if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Sometimes LeBron would just let him do whatever he wanted to, do his little crossover moves and get to the basket because he's probably one of the best finishers in the league. So LeBron didn't mind doing that. And then if LeBron wanted to take over the game, Kyrie would just stay on the 3-point line, and he would probably look for him more than anybody else to try to score because he knew that was the second best player. But then when you also have Kevin Love, who played well, J.R. Smith played very well that year. They won a championship.
Yeah, he did.
And then they also had Shumpert, who else had they traded, who was in the starting lineup at one point.
I think that one of the biggest problems is when I looked at when they made the trade happen, and I mean those guys came out, all of them. They looked like they played each other forever. They went to Boston and put a spanking on Boston by 20 points or something like that. I mean, it was like, wow. You thought, this is all right, LeBron's got himself a team. He even thought so. They went to Oklahoma City and beat Oklahoma City. And it is a team, Oklahoma, who beat Cleveland at Cleveland by 20, 25 points a few weeks earlier, right? Maybe more, 30 points close. It was like, what happened from that time till now? What changed? Players didn't change. Do you think it is coaching? I mean, I don't think the coach did anything
at this
to
point,
change.
it is the coaching. At this point, they changed the players. They changed it up. Of course, right now it's the coach. He's garbage. He's trash. He's not good. He doesn't do anything for the team. If you really think at this point that it's LeBron or it's the players, you're out of your mind. It's the coach. I feel like he brings no benefit to the team. He's not gonna get another job after the Cavs. I mean, it was a good.
He might get one with a worse team.
Like an assistant coach.
Who's pretty bad right now? The Knicks. The Knicks would love to get Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
But yeah, LeBron, you can't blame LeBron.
It's the coach at this point. If you're still trying to blame LeBron, you're still trying to blame the players, you're out of your mind because LeBron's playing out of his mind and the players are doing their best. So I just feel like
he's averaging a double-double in his last 6 games.
It's time to change it up.
And he had a triple-double yesterday.
I don't understand what the Cavs ownership is waiting for. Are they waiting for another big loss for them to?
I don't. Coaches make a little bit of difference from time to time, but it's always the play on the court. And
a little bit of difference.
A little bit. I mean, there's not. You have coaches that make big differences, but most of the times it's a little bit of difference. Most times with the players. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What happened when that trade happened and they came out firing on all cylinders to now? What's changed? Not the players, the coaches. Nothing's changed. Just the play. So,
when they got those players, they really didn't they won a couple games right away, but they weren't ever on a hot streak that you were like, wow, this Cavs team is going to be way better than the previous one before the other.
We-
I don't
we
know.
thought
We
that
thought
right
that.
away.
We thought that
Because
they
they
were going
won
to be
by
a lot
like
better.
40
But
points
you,
combined versus the first two teams.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
you
they
just
were-
saw the energy right away from the
I feel like
beginning,
it was
so-
basically the energy. I
They
felt.
were young. They were playing better defense. They were playing better together. Everybody was scoring. It was a different team. And I don't know I can't put my finger on it. The only thing I'm telling you is I always go back to is in the LeBron. You look at his stats. You go, oh, his stats are great, but if you don't win, that stats don't matter.
I mean, we can't say they're not winning because they're still probably fourth. They're like fourth.
Yeah,
in
they're
the
still
East now.
in the
they're
East,
still
but-
obviously in a good shape. But you don't want to lose more traction. You don't want to go into the playoffs being a 5th or 6th seed. Do you?
I don't think it matters to LeBron James at all.
He says it doesn't matter, but when you get to that 6th, 7th seed and you're not at home those first couple games,
I think LeBron James will be all right.
I think he'll be all right. I think they're gonna
Unless he
win, so.
faces the Raptors, I don't think he's gonna have a problem in the first round.
But he doesn't want to be the 7 because then they got to play the Celtics
Yeah,
in
well,
Boston. So
well-
if he gets below 6,
I don't think he's worried about Boston.
I think he would. Be.
I wouldn't be worried about Boston.
yeah, that's true. Ramon, where's Ramon from? Ramon's from Brandon or Riverview,
No, he's
Florida,
from
somewhere from
Pennsylvania.
around there. Originally from Pennsylvania. He says Coach needs to find a way. I think they're still trying to figure it out. Nice glasses, Joe.
And that's the problem, that they're still trying to figure it out, and it's almost the end of the season. They got what?
It's almost playoff
He
time.
like
likes
got
your
10
new,
games
left? They
he
got like
likes
10 or
he
9
likes your
games
new
left.
glasses. So say thanks.
Shout out Ramon.
So let's talk about the Trailblazers are on like 11-12 game winning streak.
They're hot right now.
They are hot right now. They're moving up. I think they're 3rd in the West, right now.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, they're playing tremendous ball. You have the Raptors. Look at this, Cleveland. No, Cleveland's actually back in 3rd. The Wizards are a half game back, along with the Pacers. This can change between the 3rd place Cavs
They could go
and
to
the
fifth.
8th seed Miami. Only 4.5 games divide those standings.
And it's pretty
The
sad.
Cavs can end up being 8th to start and end
Yeah,
up playing. Can you imagine the Cavs playing the Raptors to start?
Cavs would still
I would
win,
still
but
think the Cavs would win because the
They're-
Raptors can't prove to beat LeBron in the playoffs. So
Sorry, Ramon Valrico.
Yeah,
Valrico,
Valrico,
Florida.
Florida.
Nobody knows where that's at. That's near Tampa. Just say Tampa, Florida.
But there's one team in the West that we always talk about, the Warriors. They have Durant out right now, 2 weeks.
Oh man.
Curry is
they're
out
going
with an
through-
ankle injury, and Klay Thompson is out with
They're going
a
through-
fractured thumb.
bro, they're
So
beat up right now.
what's going? If these guys are not,
Something we've never seen.
should we be worried about the Warriors
No.
going into the playoffs?
No.
With all these guys getting injured, they're injury prone.
No.
No.
No, the only thing you worry about is if they're not healthy by the time the playoffs start. So if they're obviously healthy going into the playoffs, you have nothing to worry about. Because they have enough. Here's why. Because you have enough. You don't have to rely on them playing a ton of minutes in the first round, second round. They're going to be playing some of the lower seeds, right? Which will still give them a run. But their team is so good off the bench when they have their whole team that those teams will be ready to play. And they won't have, like, it's different. Like if LeBron got hurt and then he's coming back in the playoffs and you have to rely so much on him, it's a different team with Golden State where you don't have to rely on one player or 2 players. The team is too good. If they're healthy, they're the best team. And looking at the West, Golden State's 2.5 games behind Houston.
I mean, are we ready to say that Houston is gonna? Are they gonna be a challenge for Golden State? What do you guys think? I mean,
I mean,
obviously
I
they're gonna be a challenge,
I think
but
so. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I mean, listen, I'm looking at like Utah has won 9 games in a row.
yeah, man.
Portland has won 12 games in a row, and Oklahoma has won 6 games in a row.
Oklahoma has stepped it up.
So you actually have
Oklahoma was probably the 6th or 7th seed last week.
these are the
and now they're
West
4
seeds.
seeds.
Like you got the number 3 seed got a 12-game win streak, the 4th seed got a 6-game win streak, and the 5th seed Utah has a 9-game winning streak.
And San
San
Antonio got
Antonio's won 3 in a row, and they're ranked 7th right now. It's unbelievable what the teams in the West are doing. That's why I always say if Cleveland was in the West right now, they'd be the number. Let's see, Cleveland's 40-29. Ooh, they'd be right there.
Maybe
Looking
fifth
at the 5th seed, a half game above 3 teams, almost being the 8th seed. So let me tell you, basketball is going to be fun coming down the stretch to figure out where these teams are going to fall in. And I think the playoffs are going to be more exciting than years past because I think you have teams like Portland, Oklahoma City who are really going to give people runs. You still got San Antonio. You still got the Pelicans who've been playing great. You know, it's like it's going to be fun to watch. It really is, and it's fun to watch Houston play like this. Even if Houston gets that #1 seed, which obviously we like to see, and Golden State not being first, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I just think the Rockets are ready, man. I mean, they look
like
good.
the team, right?
They
Like
haven't
the
fell
real
off
deal.
at all. Like there's nothing we could say like, oh they lost here, they lost here. I mean,
This might be the year of Houston. The Astros won the World Series. Now the Rockets are hot. Houston, another championship
Houston
might be back
strong.
in Houston.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you guys think out there, folks on Facebook? Who do you like? Two things we asked. Who do you like in the NCAA tournament right now to win it? Now that Virginia and Arizona and now Michigan State are out. And two, will Houston be the winner in the West, and will they compete? And will this be the year LeBron not make the finals with this team? You got a lot of things to question, but we want to throw that out to you guys. Let us know. Aaron Davis says V-Town all day, son. Aaron must be from Valrico, Tampa, too. And Gerald Bragg from Lakeland, Florida says, I can see Houston beating Golden State as well. So he agrees with you guys. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch.
Since this is a quick
Episode today. So we appreciate everyone who's joined. And obviously probably a smaller crowd than normal because everyone's used to us being on at 6 o'clock. So we came on about an hour and a half earlier than we normally do. So thank you for joining. Keep sharing the video, and liking our Facebook and Instagram pages, and subscribing to
Obviously,
the YouTube
this is the
page.
first time we've also done a live from the Family Chats Facebook. So if you haven't already, like the page. We're gonna switch over to do this every week. We're gonna go live from the Family Chats Facebook every week.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll still share it, but you want to be there when we hit live. So go ahead and like the page.
Yep, thanks for mentioning that. That's right. We're trying to come live from the Family Chats Facebook page, and then sharing it from our own individual pages. So, if you haven't liked the Family Chats Facebook page, go ahead and like that, so then we can update you from that page on a week-to-week basis, and we'll go live from that page every.
Subscribe to our channel, Family Chats. Don't miss what we have to talk about with every sport known to man. Watch it, subscribe, share it with your grandma, grandpa, grandpa's brothers, everybody.